After seeing Prison Babe, the picture, I see Prison Babe, the picture looking.
I'm the next prison.
Trev.
Next prison, what?
Homie don't look like he modeling. Like the dude who actually.
The light skinned dude. He's married to a billionaire, dog.
Yes. Dennis, homie is a model right now, but he's in the Fashion Nova pictures, looking like he's an amateur, bro. Look like whoever's a photographer.
That's what's made for you.
I was looking at him like, dog, like, look, tell him.
Look.
Tell him that Trevor. He's taking a picture and he's like this. like who you looking at? Like, look at the camera, dog.
Look at that roach on the ground.
So and the camera person is probably female, and she gave him explicit instructions not to look. I don't even want you to describe to me what she looked like. It's like, I need you to look at the camera. I can't do that.
Sorry.
It's like, why? Because she's worth $1 billion.
It's not my contract.
That man got the illest come up of all.
Yes.
I don't know, dog. Him and Wide Neck, dog. Wide Neck be killing me. They got Wide Neck doing the challenge now.
He's training for UFC now, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah,
he's that guy.
Yeah,
no. Too much time to be.
No, he already taught Dana White.
Trevor. Trevor, in the mixed martial arts, as long as you're willing to clean up yourself and pass a USADA test, you can fight. They don't care.
Corporations don't got no morals.
No. Yo, NFL.
Whatever.
Hit up Dana White. He's like, so you have experience? I've been fighting in jail every single time I went. How many times have you been? About 46 times. I'll take you.
Start the podcast, please.
Damn, let's go.
Yo, Happy New Year. Welcome to the One Pop Podcast. This is your boy, Dennis.
Your boy, CN.
Trevor, of course.
Downville, I'm back.
Dog, new year, new style,
back.
That's right,
new
2019,
feel.
y'all.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I can say I feel like I survived 2018.
Yo, you and me both, dog.
Yeah.
Survive, I thrived.
You know, I mean, that's right. That's why
The One Pop Podcast thrived.
The One Pop Podcast thrived. But when I say survive, because even in the One Pot podcast, it was a learning process. Mm-hmm. You know, I can say it felt like a chicken hatching out of an egg. You feel me? Like it's a scare move out there. But unless you break the shell and get out and start doing it, you're gonna know how it feels. And I felt excited. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It was a lot of excitement for me last year. Last year was big. Did a lot of things, and this year is only gonna get bigger.
Yeah. 2018 kind of felt like there was like 18 dudes standing on a corner with butter Timbs on, and they just, you know what, that guy, and just started stomping.
Nah,
but you know, the year. I mean, just you like every butter Timbs, dog, the wheats. But I mean, the year overall was a learning experience.
Yeah,
good and bad. You know, just like every year, you come out a stronger person. You got your blessings, and then you got your misfortunes and stuff like that. But it was pretty good overall. What about for you, Don?
It was amazing. Man, I expected a little bit out of 2018, but a lot definitely surprised me. Like the growth in my family, the growth in the podcast.
Yes.
Like. It was more than I could imagine happening, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but 2019, man, I'm excited. The year's, for me, it's starting off fast already, man. It feels like I'm like 2 months in already.
Good.
Like, that's how fast things are going for me, but I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
For me, 2018 was, I had no expectations for 2018. And I'm going to try to hold that same truth with 19, because I don't want to have no goal set, no nothing. I want to work, pray, and live life every day, one at a time, and see how that goes.
Motivational.
As I said last time, I'm moving very silently. This coming year, I'm not going to talk about what I'm doing. I'm about to do stuff, but I'm not going to say it no more. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to do it. Because I feel like when you say it, you hold yourself back.
Lasagna, Trev.
That's true.
G's move in silence.
Yeah.
Right, little way.
Some respect.
Well, I mean, Trevor, even it's not even saying it. saying it, not to saying it to others, say it to yourself.
Yeah, meditate on it.
You hear what I'm saying?
I do that a lot.
So I can
plan it out, be strategic.
And
the chakras aligned.
Chakras aligned and it's strategic, Trev. That's why I say I agree to disagree because I hear what you're saying. Don't tell anybody, but you still have to tell yourself.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely don't tell certain people because certain people, they're there to kind of just suck the energy out of what you're trying to create. Because remember, when you're planning stuff, man, you're creating. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're creating thoughts out of your mind and trying to make them a reality. And if somebody's draining that energy out, you're saying, "Oh man, well, what about this?" Or, "Nah, you can't do that." Like,
yeah, what was that squad called in the Boondocks that was going after Granddad? The hateocracy.
The hate.
That's a good name for it. The hateocracy.
Yeah, avoid the hateocracy.
The hateocracy.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't say I've been. I'm gonna say this, guys. Watch some crazy things on TV this week. I've been on vacation. And enjoying vacation done back to slavery.
What'd you do on your vacation?
I vacated, as Trevor said, moving silence.
Okay.
Yeah, saw some things in this weekend, and I'm bringing this to the forefront because I have two daughters, and the surviving R. Kelly thing kind of took me for shock, and not saying it took me for shock. It's a fact that as a parent. It took me to shock even more because I have daughters, and to see and hear what some of these young ladies gone through in them experience with R. Kelly, and for him being a grown man and I'm not gonna say take advantage, it's when you take advantage, you're taking advantage of people who knows what's going on. When you take advantage of somebody who does not know what's going on, it's even worse. It's brainwash, it's manipulation.
Yeah,
and I felt like R. Kelly. And I can't say I wasn't there in the situation because I wasn't there in any of his quarters. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Tit for tat, seeing and seeing what is done. I've heard stories for quite some time now.
Oh yeah.
And the reason why I can say I heard stories quite some time, I'm a big Aaliyah fan. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Aaliyah. So I want to make sure I get that out of the way. So because I'm a big Aaliyah fan, after going down Aaliyah's little rabbit hole, discover of YouTube years ago, it ties her into R. Kelly. So, I grew up listening to some R. Kelly. So I was like, man, let me start digging into R. Kelly. So a lot of the truths that came out in this little documentary is stuff that I heard over the years.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah. So I felt like the Lifetime Surviving R. Kelly piece was like a compilation. I felt like whoever did the documentary was bored one night and sat on YouTube and was like, let me see what type of mischief R. Kelly was getting himself into. And it was like, wow.
Easy money.
No, easy money because I have another lady that I normally, I can say gain information from, depends on what I'm listening to. Yeah. That I can say about 60% of the stuff that she did come up with R. Kelly about months, even 2 weeks ago, got aired on the Lifetime. So she was feeling kind of salty when she saw the document. She was like, I felt like they watched all my episodes and
just threw it in there
and made a Lifetime thing because she broke a lot of things. Like she's the one who actually broke the story about the girl escaping with the parents. She broke that, and then that went viral. So she broke a couple of the stories,
and that was added into the docu flick, whatever.
Well, it's not even that it got added into the documentary. It's based on the fact that it got hit to the media because it was a superstar. The parents are looking for their daughter, and R. Kelly is known to be kidnapping these girls. Yeah. And to find out that, yes, he does have the girl, I want my daughter back,
Now, mind you, this one, she was above the age of 18, right?
Yes.
So it's technically not kidnapping.
Well, she was there before the age of 18. She became 18 there, but that's just here, not there, because she's just one young lady.
Yeah, so how many people were in this documentary? Because I still haven't seen it yet.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the documentary, but celebrity, as you can. I mean, not say I want to be shouting out people's name, but people who I know wanted their name to be said. John Legend was in the documentary. Boom. K. Michelle was in the documentary.
Wait, I heard like that John was going in on him.
Yes.
Wait, what connection does John Legend have with R. Kelly though?
I mean,
for the last couple of celebrities,
he's talking about
been, in trouble.
He didn't really. He's not like he's not going in on R. Kelly, he was more on the musical side of him.
Oh, like as a musical artist,
as a music, he shouldn't be doing this, and he's seen certain things that raised his eyebrow. K. Michelle basically was one of his girls.
Dang.
You know, so but there's more episodes to come. I don't want to.
For the last couple of celebrities that have been in trouble, like John Legend's name has popped up one way or another.
No, but
he has been kind of like
consistently
the R&B news analyst go-to guy.
Well, he should run for president.
John Legend?
In a few years.
A few years.
Why?
Because he's doing philanthropist work, man. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I think the same reason why America voted for Trump, we can vote for somebody else. You know, we voted for Trump based on the fact that he was a great negotiator. He was going to get everything that he said promise, you know, so they voted for him for that. I think we can start vote for somebody who's
start arguing at the UN and he starts singing to calm everybody.
Well, I'm not saying, but then it's on a philanthropist, philanthropic work. You're for the environment. You're for the people. You feel what I'm saying? You're for survival, not just economical growth. So I think that we can take that opportunity and go another direction.
That's true, but you also have to be able to be the person that makes those hard decisions.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be tough.
If you're sitting there and like we got somebody that we're beefing with and it's going to that extent, like you don't want to have somebody that's sitting there. Granted, it's not a bad thing.
Yes,
but like if somebody wants to smoke, you got to be able to give it to
them.
Yeah,
you can't just be like, oh, we'll sit here and kumbaya. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
so maybe not president.
No, I mean, Trevor. We can't
like
say
a position in office
unless you change.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. But, Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer, right? Yeah. And he was a president.
That's business, though.
That was Dominic. It was business.
Peanut farmers. That's business.
It is business, but I want to say this: as a musician, as an artist, that's also a business that you learn to deal with people.
But he's not doing business. He's an artist.
I mean, I don't know.
He's not. It's not like he's a manager.
That's true.
Or executive, like running the business. He's just he's a creative.
So Damon Dash should have been good for this presidential role.
Probably would.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate him, but the guy knows what he's doing.
Like even like for me, I'd say Michelle Obama, of course.
I've been saying that for me too, man.
Like she. Like, what is it? Her and Obama won most admirable couple again for like the 6th year in a row or something like that. Mm-hmm. But like her, like as in like she's already been around that type of mindset. You know, she's a strong black woman. She's very involved in the communities and stuff like that.
Yep.
And I mean, she sees how she's been around the movement. She's seen how things work. And even whatchamacallit?
Now
Biden.
Now I'm gonna say this: Joe Biden. I think.
No, not Biden.
I think he missed his shot. Biden had a clear shot at the last election, but personal things happen.
Yeah. But I want to say, not saying anything. I know you guys would love for Michelle Obama to be the first woman president. I just think that she's getting a lot more work done not being a president.
I honestly don't care. Just put it out there. Yeah. But I think from a strategic standpoint, she's probably the Democratic Party's best
choice
shot.
Yeah,
this election.
That is
Hillary's running again.
Man,
so Hillary's running.
Hillary's gonna run again.
Man, she don't.
So, like,
that's a waste of money.
And if you have Hillary and then you have Michelle, they're just gonna walk up and be like, "Yo, Hillary, you might as well not even do nothing." Dog.
But Dennis, I'm gonna tell you, based on the negotiation that I can tell you, Obama and the Clintons have, Michelle is not running against Hillary. It's not gonna happen. That was one of the basis of her conceding to Obama was that when her time came, the Obamas would support her. And I think you realize, like, even in the beginning of her campaign, Obama was one of the first public figure who went out and supported her.
Endorsed her.
Yeah, so that's done. He did his job.
I mean, it's a tough one.
She has no business running again.
I know. I agree. She don't have none.
Oh, I'm gonna run for president again. Benghazi.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. Look what you did to Bernie. Get out of here.
That's the reason why I said that. Probably because I supported Bernie more. But that's a whole other conversation.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But then again, I want to say this for any family member who feel like them daughter being misused or something like that, man. You guys need to reach out to the police. Because I think a lot of these people in the surviving R. Kelly thing, If they would have reached out to the police instead of trying to handle these things personally, they would have it situated. And instead of settling for money, they could have prosecuted R. Kelly years ago. Because I've been told, and there's police records, because it's funny. You can actually look it up. It's public record. You can Google it from your computer. I mean, not saying I'm trying to tell you to go deep into R. Kelly, but if you're bored, just Google it. You'll be surprised what you find out about R. Kelly in the community of Chicago.
Well, what you were saying about people should run straight to the police about someone's messing with their kids or
their minor. Yeah.
Also, you gotta take an example of how some people that don't run to police don't get believed.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cases out there like, oh man, that's so and so. He will never do that. Look what happened with that. What's that guy who was running for the Supreme Court seat recently?
Forgot the name now.
The one that was all over the news.
Yeah.
Trump's homeboy.
Yeah.
Cowling or whatever.
Whatever. Y'all know what we
Yeah. Those accusations.
Yeah, look at him. Like there was an accusation that he did some foul stuff way back when,
and it came back and hurt him.
He did not. He
got hurt him.
That boy had a $400 fine.
Oh,
that was it. And a $400 fine.
Hey, he's fine. But what I was thinking was a lot of times these people are complicit in this stuff, especially with the R. Kelly thing. Like you said, these parents are pushing their daughters on the man.
I know,
trying to get some kind of fame, notoriety from these girls that can sing or act or do whatever.
Yeah,
and they're ones that did the gymnastics
thing,
and they're complicit in this, and they know it. So when you're at that point, it's like, if I go to police, well, they're gonna find out that I'm the one that dropped her off at a studio that one time. You know what I'm saying? Or often.
Yep. And I'm gonna clear the air for one part of it, based on this too. And I'm gonna touch on what Donville said. And because I'm a Aaliyah fan, it will hurt me to say this too. You guys have to understand in the clearing of the air that R. Kelly's manager is Aaliyah's uncle. This is public information, you know. And I like using the term Google it because it's going to be there, right? And I want you to understand, when he introduced his niece to R. Kelly, she was like, I think 14 years old at first when R. Kelly first met her.
Yeah.
When R. Kelly had her, when her mom was allowing her to go perform with R. Kelly, like not perform, like in the studio, right? Yeah. She was 15 years old. The mom made a statement saying that she was there every move R. Kelly and Aaliyah made together. Every time they met up, every time they're in the studio.
The mom was there.
They're almost there. Now I'm gonna drop one little nugget before I change topics and we can move to something else. Aaliyah and R. Kelly went and got married without her mother and father being there. And I want us to rest in peace to Aaliyah's father. You know, God bless him soul too. You feel me? But those are just little facts. So for the fact that you're thinking as a parent, you can shatter your child at every command. I want you to remember, people sleep. We're all human beings. You know what I mean? When you close your eyes, you don't know what happens. So I'm not going to say whenever mom probably fell asleep in the studio or whatnot, things could have happened. So you don't know. But in the sense, I would say this as a parent. Who knows
if she was there all the time? Like, obviously.
And I could even give him a dirtier stories, but I guess when you travel down this rabbit hole, it would reveal. But I would say this as a parent.
Imagination.
So use it back. We wouldn't even go to the tapes down. Go first, using their imagination. Yeah, but I want to say it like this: as a parent, for any parent who's listened to this, who wants their child to be in this business, these are look at situations like R. Kelly as things not to let happen to your child. That's where I personally want to leave that.
There's a price you pay for fame. Like you gotta realize how much are you willing to pay before it gets too deep. Mm-hmm. As an adult, as a parent, man, you have a responsibility to that child. Mm-hmm. You know, like, come on.
Some first small fishy, remove them.
Yeah,
so much.
It's not worth it.
We're in a day and age. There's so much different pathways to get to stardom, or if you even want stardom, to get that success factor out of it.
Yeah,
like you don't need to just go into these artists' studios and say, "Oh, please take my educate my daughter on this."
Like, come on, man.
YouTube is a powerful thing.
They got schools. They got real schools for that. That teach you how to sing, how to
actual performing arts
use your voice.
Yes.
Like, come on.
You know, that's another thing. And I want to say this, guys, for anybody who don't think there's no success in performing arts girl, look at Nicki Minaj. Just so you guys can laugh. Don't think that because Nicki Minaj is acting will show a lot of skin. She went to school for her craft. That's why she can do it. You know, and there's a lot of them. Tupac went to school for his craft. Jada Pickett, you know, but we're not gonna sit on that. There's a lot of things that's been taken forth for the new year that I'm excited
right
about.
Before we close out, I don't want to victim blame or anything like that. We definitely gotta state facts. Like R. Kelly, he's a sick man. Like that man, he needs some help.
Yeah,
he needs to go to he needs to be rehabilitated somehow.
Yeah, the spirit. I mean, I'm gonna say like a prayer. The Holy Ghost is to come in R. Kelly life. You know what I mean, and just wash up his soul, my Lord. But that's where we're leaving R. Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Know? For real. But I got the movie that I'm excited for this year. Well, I say movie. I'm excited for TV
a couple
series.
Movies, man, and TV series.
Shoot,
that's a lot.
Double back. We'll have to double back. Talking about ones you're getting excited for. You got to have ones that you've seen already.
All right.
Yeah, we closed out 2018 pretty nice. The movies.
I know my eyes are still covered.
Come on, man.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The memes for Bird Box are more entertaining than the movie was.
Yes, it was.
It was a lot.
The movie to me wasn't all that bad. It was decent. Like at first, it was like, all right, you're sitting there trying to figure everything out, and you're like, this kind of feels like 28 Days Later, World War Z, and all those other movies where you're just driving around aimlessly with your semi-rich life, and you're like, complaining about stuff that people shouldn't be complaining about, and then all of a sudden stuff just starts happening.
Yeah.
But like at first it was like, all right, this is kind of lame. And then as it went on, it got more entertaining, and then it started flatlining. So it was decent.
I think after the stereotypical death, I would say, I won't give any spoilers, but we know with stereotypical death that I'm talking about. It pretty much died off after that. I was like, really? How much time's left in this movie? Really?
Come on, kill him now? You knew he was going, dog.
Great.
You knew he was going. You knew he was going.
And then my man Rel, those are so many times I was in the movie like, no, don't do it. Like that was probably the most exciting part of watching that. Like come on, Rel, stop that.
Yeah,
this is where you stand to do nothing. Let them kill themselves. Let them do it.
Yo, didn't you watch Get Out?
You know what I'm saying?
Weren't you part of Get Out?
Come on, you spend that knowledge then.
That's what they said on the memes or whatever with him. Like all of his memes said, "Yo, if you see him in this movie, he's guaranteed to be saving somebody's life."
For real,
man. Like Lil Rel's MVP.
Yeah, man, it's a lot.
You gotta be known for something.
And the ending was just like, what's I was just confused. Like, wait, what's going on? Why?
Did you hear about the different endings?
Come on. Oh, it's different endings?
Yeah. Like,
where do you see those?
You're not going to see it. The director changed it at the end. Well, first off, the end is kind of creepy because this is completely spoiled.
Okay, let the spoilers go then.
Whatever to your feelings. When they finally got to the house, where all the blind people are at.
Yeah.
And I think it's from the book too. People are blind because they force themselves to be blind. Like
that's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, that's probably a good idea if they just took their eyeballs out, something crazy.
Yeah. So
I mean, hey, you wouldn't be able to see the things
slit open, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because they look like regular blind people.
Oh yeah, they was just nicely. Oh, they're just blind. Oh, they're all safe and
so they're really supposed to be like
the ones that were not.
It makes sense.
So and another alternate ending. Well, actually, two more. You know how her kid, obviously her favorite
real kid,
when he making sure he was not making that choice.
Yeah. She's like, nah,
that was her son.
You're not gonna look. No, I'm gonna pick who does it. And then you saw that little girl's face, like, really, bro? Like,
you gotta go, dog.
She was coming, dog.
Dang, that was cold.
So when they were when the kids were sleeping, she was going to inject a needle into her son's eyes. So he won't be able to see, right?
Yeah. Wow.
And then also another ending is once they got up to that door, she did trip and got the kids inside, but she tripped and they all surrounded her and they're all like kind of pulling at her, and she says, "No, I'll blind myself." She put a knife to her eye and said, "I will blind myself," and it came so close that blood started dripping out the eye.
She should have us blind right there, dog.
Then whatever those entities disappear because they're like, "Oh no, we want you to see." Right? So that's how he survived.
It's like, yo, this bro crazy.
She trying to get her Mangekyo Sharingan, dog.
That's wild, man. But yeah, like I didn't even watch the movie until New Year's Eve. That's how I watched it because there was so many memes and all these different breakdowns. I was like, it was getting kind of corny for a minute. Like people were, man, I saw people relating Bird Box to the Holy Spirit. Like what?
Oh,
what is y'all talking about?
Yeah.
It's because they were trying to figure out what exactly those things were, and like at first, when I first started watching the movie, spoiler alert, when I first started watching the movie, I thought they were aliens because usually that's like,
I did too.
They're aliens.
I thought they were demons.
Like the thing that made me not think that was the Asian dude on the computer, because he was trying to look on the computer with the infrared heat vision or whatever to see what it looked like. And the second it popped up on the screen in the computer,
he went crazy.
Got him. Just like that. And he was only using infrared vision. So the only thing that I've heard of that can do something like that is a spirit. So
if it was a spirit, how does our human technology stop them?
You can't stop it.
It didn't.
That was the whole point of the Asian dude.
Inside the house. How does a house stop a spirit?
It didn't. Oh, you mean as far as
that's why I didn't understand how either too.
That is a good point.
Spirit get inside the house.
That is a good point.
Like that didn't make no sense
because them boys stayed in the street, dog.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a couple of different factors. It probably whatever entity it is needed whatever was outside to thrive.
Maybe sunlight or something.
I mean, whatever, and I wouldn't even say sunlight, but whatever was outside in the atmosphere
something outside,
it needed to thrive because the instant it consists of you locking yourself away from light or away from anything else.
Yeah,
it did hurt. But I'm not gonna lie, and I think that was what the climax of the movie was, is that no one really knew what was.
He actually did bring up a good point too, because when the old boy had opened up all the windows and everything like that, took off all the paper on the windows, they didn't even come in the house. They stayed on the outside.
Yeah, but
they never went inside the house.
At all.
Yeah,
like no house, no building, no nothing.
That's why I wouldn't give them a spirit kind of level. Yeah. I would put it on an alien kind of level. Because they're like, I don't know, I can't. I need, as you were saying, the sunlight. I can't go inside it. There's not enough light for me.
So whatever was inside the house was a thrive. I think I'm gonna say what I actually learned from Bird Box is that meme could sell a movie.
I was gonna say that.
Real.
I learned that.
Yeah.
Even Chick-fil-A got into it. They had like a Bird Box advertisement, like we're the real Bird Box, some chicken nuggets. And I was like, what is going on?
He had people making the stupid memes. Like, the one dude that was like, this is the only Bird Box I need. He has a blindfold in the woods with a Popeyes box in his head.
Come on. And then they had the Bird Box challenge with people having blindfolded their kids.
Yo, did you
see? I'm like, come
on,
what are you doing?
That he blindfolded the kids and himself, and he was running into the next room. The kid I saw that. Oh my god! I was like,
come on, baby, we gotta go.
Oh my god!
And he let him go and kept going.
Then I saw this one flyer. It was like the Bird Box party. I guess it was last night actually. They had a Bird Box party in Atlanta where you had to come blindfold. You get free shots.
All night.
I was like, for real?
Well, I don't know.
How you show up to a club blindfolded?
You ain't gonna give me no drink that I can't see.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, here's some water. Yo, I would have been peeking. Like, what you
this
pour me?
This one's called the Sizzler. Why? Because it sizzles. Don't take the blindfold off.
For real, you know? Like, come on, man.
Like, what does it taste like? Pause.
It was getting to be too much.
Oh man! And they started tagging Sandra Bullock in all the memes. First of all, her name is Sandra Bullock. You disrespectful youngster. She's not the lady from Bird Box. Yeah. She is Sandra Bullock.
She's done movies in the past.
She has accolades. She's got stripes.
Oh, man,
for real.
Give her her name.
I'm talking about before the Matrix.
Yo, for real.
Wait, she was in the Matrix?
No, that's before. Before the Matrix.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Because the reason I said she did Speed with Keanu Reeves before he did The Matrix.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? We can
Even before that,
even before that, we can.
There was another meme about that too. Somebody had said every time you get Sandra Bullock in a movie, it's a natural disaster.
But you know what?
Every time they ask her to drive,
the whole scene with her and the guy was kind of weird because I was like, dang. She's mad old.
All right, guys.
Homie looks kind of young, but she's mad old.
I'm gonna throw. Hold on. She's 50. She looks. Hold on. I'm gonna throw the director a bone. 50 though. Ever since Sandra Bullock, right?
Yeah.
Has known that she has a black guy now. Leave my hat alone. Leave my hat alone.
I didn't even
right? Ever since Sandra Bullock has got a black guy, right?
Yeah.
Every movie she started been in lately, she's always giving a black interest, dog. So me and my wife was dying laughing.
Yeah.
See her.
Wait, she's dating a black dude? Oh, hey.
You don't know, dog.
Huh? Is it Jamie?
No.
I think it's a Chingy. I was like, what?
Jamie's dating he was dating somebody named Katie.
Katie
Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody named Katie. My mom's a big actress.
Hey,
if you know what I'm saying.
I don't get involved with some of these people's lives, dog.
No, I'm just saying she has a black interest in life right now, right? Her significant other is from the black side, and for all the ladies from the Caucasus side of the field, you know, once you go black, they ain't never coming back. But yes, we're just leaving that one there. But yeah, so now when she was kissing the black dude, me and my wife was sitting here laughing because we was like, yo, really? Like, since she got a black dude now, you're gonna give her all
every scene,
you know, movie.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but you got to look at it this way though. Look at Denzel. Denzel's married to a beautiful black woman, but every movie role that he has, it's always a white chick.
No, he don't. Denzel don't kiss.
Yeah, I've never seen
never. No,
Dennis,
he doesn't never. Like it's one of his claws.
Yeah, he doesn't kiss them, but as far as like where they hint the romantic thing is,
I can say
it's somebody that he's not interested in.
Well, yes, and I can say his majority, and not to knock Denzel, majority of Denzel love interests in movies is always Spanish. I don't know why, but I got to shout him out for that. He loves them Spanish love interests as well.
But they don't do nothing.
No, they don't do anything.
There's way too much stuff going on.
It's a lot of action turn, but it's always somebody, the person who he has some like a care for. I can say he falls in that category. But Denzel is very big on that. And that's one of his claws. And the reason why I'm saying that, as you can tell, I like to tumble on the rabbit holes, especially on YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he came up as one of the actors who don't do anything with his actresses. You know, so there's no kissing or stuff like that. He's very like, yo, I'm into my wife. I can make you millions of dollars without selling out. But shout out to Denzel for that one. You know what I mean?
Good. Yeah. So then on Netflix, as we go down the rabbit hole,
yes,
we all saw, except for Trevor, we saw Black Mirror.
Yes.
That was pretty interesting. The whole
Jerry, you gotta get on that, boy.
What's it called? Like basically Bandersnatch. But what's the concept of it? Like you
it was
your own
like
story type thing. Choose your path, basically.
Yeah, it was like a Dungeons and Dragons type thing. Yeah. Like it played through like an RPG game, basically.
Yeah, you just hit different decisions. Like the first one was like, do you want Frosted Flakes or Fruity Loops?
The corn puffs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, corn puffs.
See, that one was Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, but I couldn't understand the point behind the cereal thing though.
It was just it's choices.
Yeah, just to say that you got choices. But like the thing with me, like, I went down the rabbit hole, picked some choices, and then like you could back out. And then I did that like 3-4 times. I was like, all right, I'm over it. Because this got too much.
Yeah, because you're sitting there and you're making certain choices.
Like, well, what if I did this?
Saw what happened.
Mm.
And then like it would like I know for one of the choices I made, like the second I picked it because I was like, okay, this is probably something that he would do. It ended right there. Like just end. I was like, okay, rewind.
So then it's like 3 hours later. I'm like, dang, I've spent a lot of time watching this. So I was like,
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a new genre for the movies.
Yeah,
you know
like it's really good. Oh boy, what's his name from We're the Millers? The dude that played Kenny from We're the Millers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Every time I see him, I don't care how many roles he's been in, he's always gonna be Kenny the Big Dog.
The whole
the concept
filming. Well, first on Netflix was the Puss in Boots.
Yes.
One. Then they did Minecraft story mode, which is completely interactive.
Yeah.
While you're watching, so you don't have to buy a console to let you play it and be involved with that story. So now for adults is Black Mirror.
Yeah, I can say this.
I've seen that they've been doing that with the kids. I never watched any of them, but I saw that they had the option.
I mean, and, you know, video games been doing this for a long time.
Yeah,
video game was
all over. The way y'all describing it, it's BioWare games.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this. It's a good look because we need to, if we're gonna keep watching TVs or watching a movie, we have to be more. Our mind has to be more stimulated, especially for where the generation is leading to, because we're leading towards technology. So if you're not stimulating my mind, like, let me feel like I'm part of the movie. Like my choices is what's gonna define what the outcome of this situation. Because a lot of times we sit here and watch a movie. And you're looking at a girl like run through the room, run through the door, and she
go there.
And she walks over there. And you're like, I'm done. This idiot right here. Yeah. Like, I would have never done that. You feel what I'm saying?
Common sense.
Yeah, give me the choice. At least so Dennis said, yo, I would have been the guy who who got to the ending quick. But like, yo, he's gonna come in up. Oh, I'm going left. Yeah. Oh, the movie's over. See, I would have survived.
Yo, for real.
I would have never been the first one.
But from my mind, I'm thinking it's going to be big as far as ad dollars.
Yes.
Netflix. Because now you can prove that not only are people, quote unquote, watching, but people are invested in whatever they're watching.
Yes.
So if you put an ad for Toyota, whatever on there, you're bringing in more money for a marketing stance.
Downville, I'm going to tell you how funny you said that. I have a Domino's game that I play on my phone.
Yeah.
Me and my mom is addicted to it, right? Every time I play this domino game, it pops up the Game of Thrones game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I keep having that on.
So I've been skipping it, right? Yeah, I want you to understand. Like, on Saturday, I just installed it. Like, there was this morning, Saturday.
You just see it all the time.
I'm like, let me just try
Let me try it out.
Right?
And what they caught me with, because at first I didn't pay attention with it, and I like dragons and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So they showed me one with the dragon egg hatched, and he's flying over to go burn the people. And I'm like, oh, that should have been my dragon. So I downloaded and I'm playing it now. I've been playing it for about 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
where's my dragon at?
Where's my dragon at? And it shows me all the process I have to go through. And I'm like, wait. So I'm gonna have to play this game for a good 2-3 months before my dragon egg hatches. Like, yo, like they got me feel like I'm like Daenerys, dog. Like I'm hatching this egg. So I'm like, yo,
never gonna hatch.
Yeah, but Donville, you were right. It caught me.
Yeah,
but because whenever I'm playing my dominoes,
you're locked in,
focus.
Yep.
So I see the pathway, yo.
That's why they're willing to let these games go for free. But
are
gonna come in and say, it's gonna be mind trickery.
Shoot, mind trickery is over.
But speaking of mind trickery, we need to get on why Trevor's not watching Black Mirror.
I just never,
because that show's deep, man.
The season one alone was good
at all, dog.
No, because I always heard about it.
You have to watch it.
Is the first time I heard
it's one of those shows that'll give you a whole different perspective on how the world works.
Yeah,
like from like other people's mindsets and stuff like that, and you'll have people in these choice situations because not one episode is consecutive to the other one. They're all individual
independent.
stories.
Yes, and I think that's what the greatest thing about it is. You can't watch it, but I know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, because it's like a brand new show,
and the twist is always different.
Yeah, the first episode alone, was that the one with the futuristic people and the contact lenses?
Well, my thing was different because I ended up watching it. Because I didn't know it was just independent episodes. Mm-hmm. So I ended up watching like season 3 when I first got into it. And I was like, oh, this is cool.
So you jumped ahead.
I wonder what's going to happen next. Download the next episode. I'm like, hold on, I'm confused. Wait, what? That person's not. And I figured like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. They're all separate episodes. So my first one was the one with, it was like Matt Damon was in there. Mm-hmm. And he was the owner. It was like a video game. Mm-hmm. And you would log into a video game. But these people, like the owner of the company was like basically putting everybody that he hates into the video game. And stuff in there.
No, that wasn't Matt Damon.
It wasn't Matt Damon. It was another guy.
It was a dude that looked like Matt Damon. He was the one from what's that movie? Game Night. Yes. He was the cop from Game Night.
Okay, what's his name?
I don't know. But I think he was from Mad TV too.
Yeah.
No, I think he was a Mad TV person.
I think he's
been around for a while, but he does look like Matt Damon.
I said my first one. I think it was the season 1 when the guy from Get Out was in when he was doing the bicycle thing.
That was crazy.
That's the first one I saw. When he was riding the bicycle and he had to get homegirl free, and you build up points when you're
Oh
riding.
yeah,
to get to the next level.
Yeah, and then like that was the crazy thing because after I seen that, and you pretty much since they're all like hour-long stories, individual stories, you get invested into the characters in those stories. So like after he was from there, I saw Get Out and I was like, yo, buddy look mad familiar.
That's like, yo,
I was like, yo,
there's some good actors there.
Dude from Get Out. Or whatever. It's from Black Mirror. And then when I saw Shuri in Black Panther, I was like,
I know you.
Black Mirror.
The last episode of season 4. Yeah. It was like, and you remember exactly
and like
which
her acting
episode.
was on point.
Yes.
Like man,
it's a lot of bricks.
Actually, start with that episode, Trev.
It is a lot of bricks.
Yeah,
see, another thing why I didn't jump completely on it because I'm a Doctor Who fan. And all this sounds so similar to Doctor Who, like with the different storylines and interactive. And I was like, okay, this sounds like an American version of Doctor Who, but I didn't know it was still Brit.
See, but here's the crazy thing about it, though. I think it was season 1 and season 2. Everything that was going on at the same time.
I didn't realize that.
Time. Because remember that episode that you said that you liked with the dude from Get Out? Remember when the homegirl was singing that song? There was another episode where one of the dudes was watching TV or the TV was
yeah.
And she was on the TV singing that song.
Okay, dang.
And then there was another episode where something else had happened on another episode, and it was on the news in the background of that episode.
Oh crap.
Like all of that stuff.
No, I think he was right because I think he's talking about the thing with the prime minister having the thing with the I think the pig.
Yeah.
Yep. That was on the
I wasn't trying to get too detailed on that one.
That was a crazy episode.
That was that one shook me.
That first episode
that was crazy
with the contact lenses and the video feed and all that. That episode caught me, bro.
Insane.
Like that, like it shows you why. I think season 1 was basically showing you why or how technology can ruin your life.
Yeah, it was like a lot of technology.
Oh, the one with homegirl with the Facebook.
Yeah,
where she downloaded it into the robot.
Yeah, that was.
Oh no, that's the lady who downloaded her husband, her fiance, I think. The one who passed away.
Oh yeah, her fiance
like
died,
all the
and she
social
ordered
media.
the robot and downloaded the memories into him. And then you had the mom that had installed that chip into her kid or whatever.
Yep.
And basically it was a monitoring chip, and
you could see what the child saw, all types of stuff.
And it had GPS, location. And the other thing that it did is like she could see through her daughter's eyes what she's doing. So
she could like blur stuff out too. It was crazy.
Yeah, she could censor it. Like as far as like just like there, for instance, like spoiler, there was when their daughter was a kid, daughter was afraid of dogs. So what she would do is she censored the dogs. So like when the daughter was walking to school, there was a dog that would always run up to the fence and start barking or whatever. She couldn't see it or hear it.
Yeah.
At all. Like that
episode, like blurred out. But then like you saw the ramifications of that where the daughter ended up seeing stuff and she would just be like just go on the deep end with stuff. Like she want violence, she wanna do, things. So it was like it was a lesson in each episode.
Yeah. No, trust. I'm going to watch it, and no offense, I was blocking all your spoiling.
They ain't no Trev. But they ain't no spoiling from Black Mirror, bro.
Yeah, it's deep.
It's an experience, believe me. You can't spoil it.
But no, I'm going to say I'm going to watch it. But I find time to watch it. But also,
that's true.
Dennis, I believe me and you. I'm not sure if everyone else has seen Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
I saw it.
I haven't seen it.
I liked it.
No, you can spoil it for me. I want to hear it.
I mean,
that movie, that is the definition of how a movie is supposed to be made. Like from character development to story to progression of story, from beginning to end, there was not a single bad thing about that movie. Everything was consistent. Everything.
It was
I have to agree.
It was a well put out description of Spider-Man. I think it's the best take of Spider-Man put on film. So when you go see it, you don't take Noah and Corey and Christina to see it, because you can't just do Noah on this one. You got to take them all because they all are representative in this movie.
Yeah,
the whole squad.
The dude, the Spider-Man Noir, that's one of my favorite suits ever. And then you had Spider-Gwen. I love Spider-Gwen's suit. And then they had Spider-Pig in there, which a lot of people were confused because they didn't know like Spider-Pig was like a comedy spinoff that they just made out of nowhere. And he just caught up and went viral. So they kept him. And then
he has a comic book. Wow.
Yeah, but like he was supposed to just be one of those one-time things. But people ended up loving him. Now the little Asian girl, that's the one I never seen before. So like that one was it was a new one. But like the story altogether was so good because no matter what, they never lost track of Miles. It was always still centered around Miles. And everything was moving around in a full circle, but they never lost sight of him.
And their tribute to Stan Lee
was amazing.
That
caught me.
Because, he did a voice recording for that a while ago, but not knowing that it's going to come out perfectly, so I would say perfectly, to his death, where he was saying, he was a friend of mine once. The same thing he's been saying about Spider-Man for years.
Yeah.
And now it's, in real life, it's Stan who passed away than Spider-Man. But it was touching. It also shows that anyone can wear the mask.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not worrying about...
It's not the mask. It's a person.
Yeah. It's what they got inside. But, it was a touching movie. And it's going to change the layout of future comic book movies.
And I kind of like it this way because, I mean, I know we get focused on the movie stars or who's playing what character. I feel like whenever you go to animation, the range is so much more broader. You can do more. I kind of like what's the name of the Scarlett Johansson movie that came out last year? The one that
Scarlett Johansson. You mean Ghost in the Shell?
I like Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell was legit.
I like.
There's
Ghost
a lot
in
of
the
people
Shell.
that was upset with it because of they were like, oh, the whole whitewashing thing. But if you watch the movie in its entirety, you would understand why she looked like that. They explained why she looked like that, and after they explained it, it made perfect sense. So like it was a good movie. That movie was good.
I definitely gotta give props for the Spider-Man movie because it actually, I think it's definitely not the first animation animated by a black, like the animator was a black guy. So a lot of the nuances, as far as it was like a Chance the Rapper poster in the background, like he was wearing the retro J's, like little things like that. You saw,
of course, he had the Sony headphones on.
Yeah, so it was like real legit, like.
And I don't know what song he was singing, but I was like, why is he singing? It was a Post Malone song?
Yeah.
Okay, but like after a while it got catchy. And then what was it? The way they filmed it, like if you didn't notice it, they made the whole movie was comic book print.
Yeah.
Like the entire movie
they brought it down.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is beautiful. And like every scene was amazing. Especially like I like how intense they made the scene with the Predator was like when he was sitting here running from that dude, you legit felt for him, dog. Like even though you're like, okay, he's gonna get away, but he's not looking like he's gonna get away and stuff like that. And he couldn't control his powers. They didn't make it like how Tobey Maguire had it, where in a matter of an afternoon he's okay.
Yeah,
no, he couldn't control his stuff for the whole movie.
Yeah.
So
it's a growing process.
That's how it should be too.
Yeah.
It was a great movie. See, I suggest you to watch it. But also, one movie that me and you did watch though,
Aquaman.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know Nicolas Cage was in it until the credits too.
Oh yeah.
Nicolas Cage was Spider-Man Noir.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like
nice.
Did you watch after the credits?
Did I? Yes, I did. Wait, did I? Yes. Yeah. I did. I did. The scene with the bed.
Wait, what?
Where whatchamacallit? I don't want to spoil it. So like where he was in his room.
Oh, after that.
There was one after that too?
With Spider-Man 2099.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
Time.
I'm gonna need you to watch that. It was a good tribute to that one and to the 1960s one.
Spider-Man.
Oh,
yeah, it was a good tribute. But
can't
watch
believe
it.
So Trevor, you're talking about that, and I know exactly what you're saying. the movie that I'm gonna watch that have the old school feel, but I like the vibe. You're talking about a Yachty.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. For every any island people out there, and everybody who love the culture, I want you guys to check out Yachty. The movie was directed by Idris Elba. If I want to make sure.
Exclusive producing and directed.
Exclusive producing and directing. So I want to give a shout out to that. A wonderful movie. I would say about culture. Like I said, they kind of highlight the Jamaican culture a lot, which is still good. But I think the movie has so much depth to it. It can speak to your soul in so many different ways. I think as a man watching the movie, and as a young island man watching the movie, it grasped me about my anger. Because watching the movie, it spoke a lot about, the choices you make. Some stuff in life could be so simple based on what you can do, but making the wrong choice can make it so difficult. And to realize that in this world that we all have one choice, guys. I mean, it's either you do good or you do evil.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you might as well just pick one and roll with it. As bad as it sounds, I'm not trying to tell anybody to go down the evil path, but there's a path down there. I'd love to tell everybody, yo, do something good. You know what I mean? Go on the path of good. Everything that you hope and dream for is down there. It's just that when you look at the path of evil, it shows you all those shortcuts. And I know a lot of people don't want to work for them success. I hear you, but believe me, it feels better when you work for it.
But mind you, the path it's a trap.
It is a trap.
Like it's not like you're gonna. It's not like saying these paths are gonna get you to the same place.
No,
like there's so many traps that you're gonna get stuck.
You will get stuck. What I'm gonna say, Donville. I think I've unfortunately known a lot of people in that world who survived, and I know some people who survived and step away from the world. And it's like, well, you know what? I did it. So I'm not gonna say it cannot get done, but I'm big on KDR. My wife would love to hear this talk about kill death ratio. I like my KDR being high. I don't like doing anything.
Video games.
Yeah, man. Wait, hold up.
No, Donville, I'm a sweep it up for you.
Yeah.
I'm a sweep it up for you. I like my KDR being high, meaning that I like having heavy successions. If I'm doing something for 100%, my whole job is to get 100, right? In the shortcut path of life, it's never 100. You're basically betting 20% and hoping that you're gonna win. And when you bet at 20%, you're more likely gonna lose. Yes, you can win. There's success out there, but going on a good path, which to me is an 80 to 100%. You have a better chance of success.
Yeah.
So that's what I said when I was getting towards my KDR. I like it being high. I like a high success rate. So I can say, coming from where I'm coming from in life, I see a better chance doing it positive, because positive mean that in Jamaica, I would have said I don't have to watch my head buck.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to go out in the streets and be like, yo, snap. These dudes is looking at me because they know I move this or do that.
Yeah. Or I did this to somebody, or I did that to somebody to try to make it up get up the ladder some way. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm
step
saying?
over people.
No, I want to step on the ladder the right way.
Yeah.
To me, like, for example, this year I'm going to apply for a new position. And I'm not sure what that will be yet, but as Trevor said, I guess move in silence. So when the time and the choice comes for me to make that move, I will make it. But it's to do the right things. It's not to do anything negative, because I can say this: negative opportunity comes daily. Positive opportunity sometimes comes once in a lifetime. But it's what you do with your opportunities that you gain is what decides your outcome. But I want to say, based on watching the movie from that perspective, the movie is a gem. I would like to tell anyone to go out and watch it. For me, I'm not sure the movie's in theaters anywhere. I did not see the movies in theaters, guys. So I'm not gonna tell you that's where I watch it. I watch it from.
Watch it here, yeah. It's in UK.
It's in UK.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So eventually movies are gonna come over here.
Yeah.
Maybe it might come through Netflix, but
Hopefully, I think based on it'll just credibility, I'm hoping Netflix picks it up. It'll be a good look, you know.
I'm gonna definitely try to check it out.
I mean, Downville, I would say this: if you feel like you go home later on
Yeah.
You and the wife get something sweet to drink, and sit down and watch it. It's a wonderful watch. It's eye opening. I think even when your wife watched it, she would appreciate even more, because I think it made my wife did, because I mean, I'm trying my best to be a good husband, and it's nice to see that for a woman to know that yo, this is what other ladies are going through when there's good men out there in them life. But and as a man, it will probably make you happy to do Donville, like, because Donville, I'm very, I can say I look up to you in certain ways, because you've been very successful in ways that you strive to be, and as a man, I have to honor that success in you. You feel me? But as a man, it will make you honor yourself some more, to realize that yo, I may not be a millionaire, you know what I mean? Yeah. But for what I have and I work for and attain, I am proud of it. So those are things that I can say I took away from the movie. So I want to say, yo, for any island people, especially some of my bad man them out the dog, shower man sitting, just go there and watch it, please. It'll be a good look.
Nice.
Yeah, guys, but that's some craziness.
Oh yeah, and here's some other craziness for everybody that's saying Aquaman was better than Black Panther. No, it wasn't.
Man, if you don't get out of there, I saw your post about that.
I'm be the one to say it.
Like, they don't get out of here.
I'm not saying that at all, right? I'm gonna lay out some stuff, because first off, both of those storylines are very similar.
Yes, there was.
They're very similar. Like, if you even look comic wise, there are two kings of a hidden land trying to deal with politics, deal with helping the other heroes when they want to, and stuff like that, right? Now, look at Black Panther, right? Great movie, still. Even though it has its flaws, because now I'm rewatching it, there's some flaws that we've been just
probably
kind of
overlooking.
Over. Like what's one? Fighting was really terrible.
The fighting?
Yeah. Because you're thinking, okay, the reason why I say it was terrible, we had Black Panther in Civil War. Mm-hmm. He was a beast.
Yes.
He was a beast with the root.
Yeah, the root was still in him the whole time. Except for when he took it out during the water fight. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. But his fight choreography.
He took it out twice.
Yeah. But the fight choreography. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Civil War was way better.
See, but the reason they did it like that is because they had to display to you how like different the tiers that both of them are on. Because he's got generations of hands in him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you had the other people that just have their tactical training and stuff like that. They had to show you that he's on a completely different level from them.
And I think,
and then if you go to like all the people from Wakanda and stuff, they all have similar training. Mm-hmm. So like when it came down to that, the only person that really didn't have the same training as them was Eric. Like other than that, but he had like special forces training from like every freaking country ever.
But like also you're going off of the comic view of Black Panther rather than what say a normal person just fought, because a lot of people right now just seen this guy.
Yeah.
This past 2 years is there's a black hero called Black Panther, like from the back in the 60s. No, we're talking about like he's from Africa, right? And he's he got a suit. He looks like a panther. He got claws. He's a king. That's the only thing common fans know. This movie Black Panther movie was more suited towards common fans rather than comic book fans.
Yeah.
It was
comic book fans kind of got screwed over.
It was an intro movie.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. Like with it being an intro movie, you're gonna have less fighting. It's gonna be more about storyline and just like, oh wow, look at the setting, look at the backstory, things like that, just to get a baseline for your audience.
Like them people, nobody, like all the people that aren't comic book fans, they didn't really care about anything else other than the fact that he's black and like he looks cool, and it's in Africa.
Yeah, the whole cast was Black Star Power.
Yeah, so like they didn't care about anything else. Wakanda forever, like that was it. But like if you sit there and you ask them nitty gritty details, they don't know anything about that. Like
they just know to put the hand in,
like
I had X on their chest and shake.
Like I saw this post on Facebook that one of my friends put up, and it said every black king needs a queen for him to be strong. And I was like, T'Challa doesn't have a queen. He's fine. And then she came back and she was like, well, he's married to Storm in the comic. And I was like, no, he annulled the marriage and he exiled her from the country.
But also,
so
what's the ladies that protect him? What their names were again?
Dora Milaje.
Yeah. You know, that's technically his wives in the comics. Those are his wives.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, those are like picked out wives to protect him.
Remember, them on African, them on have concubines, dog.
That's true. Yeah, they didn't touch on that.
No,
hold on.
I don't think they can.
No, they wouldn't.
No, it was PG-13, wasn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Could have done that.
You know what? I was thinking of Coming to America. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure they did. But I was thinking
Coming to America was not PG-13.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Fresh out the gate.
That's still
not
the
when
best
Samuel Jackson showed up.
That's still the best movie of all time to me right there, boy. But yeah, it's like, as far as like the storyline for Black Panther, it like Aquaman felt like Lion King 2.0. Only you have the whole portion of him like from going from wanting to go back home to not wanting to go back home. The thing, my grievance with the movie is that everything happened so fast. They didn't have enough time for anything. It was long, but everything still happened fast. Like, granted, they went back and they touched on certain things. Like the most wholesome part of the entire movie was his mom and his dad. That was the only part where they actually like gauged everything at a moderate pace.
They gave an origin story.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, you have Jason Momoa swimming around the ocean, submarine, that type of stuff. Black Manta and then the pops, and that stuff all happens. And you're like, all right, so this is how this comes apart. And then that was kind of cool. And then you started trying to gauge. You're like, when did this happen? Because the trident that he had in that movie is not the same trident that he had in the Justice League.
You're talking about the end of the movie?
The end and the beginning. Because remember, the beginning he had his mother's. And then the end, he had the King's trident. Mm-hmm. The trident that he had in Justice League was a completely different trident.
Side note, why did he go for that trident in Justice League now?
What do you mean?
Because I'm thinking the trident he had in the movie, was it such a big deal that someone go get that trident for him so he could fight with the Justice League and fight against Steppenwolf? Why was that so important now?
There you go.
That made no
there you
sense
go.
now. You make me really hate DC.
See, and here's the thing. He went from what? Living on land, and then Mira came and got him, and then he was like, you need to go get it.
He act like he ain't never met this chick. He just only know her a little bit. But
exactly.
You know her quite well in Justice League.
Exactly. You went through the cut with her in that movie. Or whatever, and he had his mom's trident the whole time.
I'm gonna tell you,
William Dafoe gave it to him. It was at the house. It was at the house, and then you had in Justice League when he went under the water to get the trident, he couldn't talk underwater. He was sitting there, and you just seen him like doing the whole L'Oreal Paris hair wave thing, L'Oreal Paris. But like in here, it's like Finding Nemo. He's perfectly fine. Like, and you're sitting here, you're like, you know what? This is not the same storyline. And then you have the advanced Atlantean technology. This is where I got mad. Where they came up first, they pop up on Black Manta, and they clearly state that the Atlanteans are racist against land dwellers. Period. Mm-hmm. You pull up on him, it's like, oh yeah, we need you to go kill this dude for us. So you just know that he'll go and find him, or did you just happen to pull up on some random Gordon's fisherman and it's like, yeah, we need you to kill somebody for us? Excuse me.
But you guys look at this. I think, remember one in the beginning. Sorry, we are spoiling the whole movie, but
oh yeah,
again,
I watched a little bit and I was like, I'm not interested.
Just go enjoy it when you see it. In the beginning, when they Black Manta and his dad took over that submarine, I think what's his name, Ocean Master sent him to go get a submarine. Orm, sent him to go get a submarine so it could use as a decoy.
But how?
No, they could have. As they were doing was kidnap a submarine. They're locking them in the room, and they're going to send it towards that meeting spot where Orm was.
I understand that part.
Yeah.
But how did Orm and him even get into that conversation?
No, that's something we don't see. We don't see
that. Was
all.
Another thing I argued about with people on Facebook. They're like, oh, well, it kind of just looked like it just happened. Well, he paid him. I'm like, yeah, but he lives underwater and he lives on the ground, but he's a pirate. So how did this even come to pass? Because I'm pretty sure if I saw somebody walking out of the ocean with a Halo suit on, they told me to go kill somebody, we're going to have a more thorough conversation on how you got here in the first place.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they gave him the whole advanced Atlantean technology suit, the prototype suit at that.
To kill Aquaman.
Exactly. And what did he do? He took everything apart and he made another suit. It's advanced magic technology, and you took it apart,
he constructed
and you
it.
made a suit in what looked like 2 days, and then you spray painted it.
That was quite stupid.
I was like, hold on. When he took the gun apart and that slime started coming out of it and stuff like that, I'm like, all right. And then he's got the little spinal cord part. It's like, all right, this is cool. And then he puts it on the back of the suit, and then he puts the eyes in the head and all that other type of stuff, and then reworks it, and then boom, all of a sudden he can shoot lasers out of his face. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
This is why I can't watch DC movies.
I'm like, you are not supposed to be able to do that.
I think also, of course, I don't think the comic version of Black Manta did that. I think he developed all that stuff himself.
He did.
Oh.
And see, they're trying to say, how
fast track it.
Yeah, we just fast track this guy by saying, he got it from those people. And he just took it apart and made the eyes, which for common sense, why would you do that? Like, why?
Why, sir?
See, he took the gun. He took the gun apart, reworked a whole bunch of stuff, but he couldn't resize anything. So he ended up having to keep the beam things for the eyes. But how do you see through it, my dude? How can you see through it and shoot lasers at the same time? It might
have been more effective if he just kept it as a gun.
But I don't know about that, because Homeboy could fight. So, like, if he had it as a gun, all you have to do is disarm him. So, like, as far as the laser eye thing, I understand the concept of it, but making the suit, absolutely not. That did not make sense. And then, the whole story with, long story short, if they would have took the plot line from the Justice League movie, the second one, and they would have just ran with that, it would have been fine. Which it looked like they were doing.
The animated series.
Yeah, when they introduced him, it looked like that's where they were going at first, and then everything just went to hell.
The other movies failed, and that's why. Because look at it, if they would have done that, they would have to pay Superman, they would have to pay Batman, they would have to pay Wonder Woman to be in Aquaman's movie. Mm-hmm. That's kind of pricey.
Yeah, and you have all this satellite technology on Earth. And you mean to tell me you can't see a city-sized aircraft carrier submarine that looks like it throws rave parties all day because it's glowing like crazy in the ocean, in the dark, out of nowhere. And Atlanteans are a myth.
And they're so deep in the ocean, Dan. It's like no one can see them.
It's like it didn't make sense. Like with the way that they had Black Panther laid out. It's a hidden or whatchamacallit, it's a hidden country in Africa. Nobody knows about it. He's a part of the UN. They think he's a goat farmer. Yeah. Advanced technology. He's got a vibranium suit and stuff like that. He does this. He doesn't. Long story short, he don't mess with people. He goes after the people he wants. That's it. And then you go into his country, you learn about the culture and stuff like that. Makes sense. Which they did do the culture thing, or at least a little bit of it. But it still didn't come together. Like, they didn't show enough of Atlantis. They didn't show what they ate.
Movies didn't show enough of that country. Because we saw a little street view of Wakanda.
Yeah,
that street view of Wakanda looked like everybody's music video they filmed in.
Yeah, exactly. Like too. But there's so much more to Wakanda. Yeah. And Unreal, if it's a big country, how come we don't see Like, what do you see?
All we see is the city, the capital.
We saw this one city.
Mm-hmm.
So both movies.
And then we saw the mountains where the guys.
I mean, as far as that goes, they're royalty, so they don't really mingle with the common folk too much. They were in the street, but like that's not something that they do like every day.
Remember, they got different tribes, so we didn't see like what was going on.
What was it? It was like 7 or 9 different tribes, something like that.
So I'm sure there's definitely more they could build on.
Yeah, but like that.
I mean, the same thing happened with Thor. Like you just saw.
Yeah.
Thor,
you barely saw anything, really.
Literally, Thor's house was Asgard.
Yeah.
There was nothing else. That whole crystal, whatever,
else,
with the Bifrost Bridge, that's his house. That's Odin's crib. You didn't see nothing else. Yeah. And then you saw like the little when Hela came up, you seen the court and stuff like that, where the common folk had the shops and stuff like that.
And then the last movie, they kind of showed
where they lived.
They showed the hills and stuff where they escaped to, but
you didn't know where anybody lived.
Right? Yeah.
Yo, here's another thing. Mm-hmm. When I was talking to some coworkers about it, shout out to them because I know they're listening to this. But, did we overhype Sherry?
Sherry?
Yeah.
No.
Why say no?
Why would they say we overhyped her?
Because we're all saying that
this is Brandon, wasn't it?
She's smart.
Shout outs to Brandon.
We're saying that
I know your hate for Black Panther.
He's dying laughing. Anyway, we know that she is very smart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Why are we quick to say that she's smarter than Bruce and Tony?
It's because of the
one comment that they supposedly missed.
That one comment was enough though, because that was the first time you ever seen Banner sit there and he's like, she has a point. Like,
nothing to say.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand that. Untopping someone in one conversation is great.
Yeah, but like,
are we overhyping her? Because people are saying that she's gonna be the next Black Panther. She's gonna do this, that, and the third.
No, she can't fight.
Yeah, well, then
she did pick up the gun in
and she fired. She fired twice.
She
was about that action.
Shoot, but she can't fight.
But we in 16 at the same time too.
She's an engineer.
Give her a couple years.
She's an engineer. That's
Tony Stark is an engineer.
Tony can't fight either.
That's why he's at the suit.
Thanos, I don't know, boy.
He made
that. If you take him out of that suit and you tell him to throw hands, you really think he's gonna be able to throw hands with somebody?
I
think Shuri could do the same thing.
I do think path to that.
Yeah, and I think she's gonna get. She's on a path to the herbs, if she can get it. And she can never find it again.
Burn up, man. Jesus.
Yo, pause in a moment will kind of lighten up all the herbs, dog.
I mean, they could probably, knowing them, they could probably reverse engineer that.
I think she can. And I do think, even if she don't get the herb, I think she's going to make a suit for herself.
Or probably take something out. Probably take the herb out of Black Panther or something. Try to. She gonna figure out something.
No, I do think. Even if she doesn't have the power of the herb, she would have the power of the suit.
With that reverse engineering, I think Banner more than likely would probably be the one to figure that out.
But we cannot forget that scene in Black Panther where he was in Korea.
Yes,
she was the one leading everything tactically. She was in the car. Helping out, and so she understands combat from the mind state of what
she was driving
needs to be done. You know what I mean?
She gave a man a Bluetooth headset with unlimited range. You know what unlimited range means? He can go to outer space and she could still talk.
So what kind of car you in? All right, I'm hopping in right now. Boom, let's go.
I want you to understand. Come on, man. She has a little orb that she can throw on a car that you can drive. She can drive without the keys, bro.
Yeah, for real.
I want you to
crazy.
Tony couldn't signal back to Earth because he was too far. Her thing has unlimited range, bro.
Because he's in his nanosuit.
From the trailer, he was trying to record with the suit.
We don't know what's happening because remember that's just a teaser. Do not go off a teaser.
There's a lot.
He's too far for his communications to work.
You really think Sherry stuff's gonna reach that? We don't know. We're over.
I mean, her stuff's made out of an alien matter to begin with.
But we're overhyping it. We're like, give her time. That's all I'm saying. We need to give her a time.
Look. But here's the other thing, though. She was in contact with Vision Stone for probably like what 5-10 minutes.
I'm gonna tell you this. Look,
and she already knew.
Yo, I'm gonna give you a spoiler. I'm gonna give you a spoiler.
It's not us.
You want to know the biggest spoiler?
Infinity Wars overhyped her.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the biggest spoiler right now.
5 minutes than they did in 2 movies.
Yo, look, the biggest spoiler right now is that she's gonna show up with Vision in the next movie.
She's gonna show up what?
With Vision.
With Vision?
Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna fix it.
She's gonna fix it.
She already started.
Look, she started, and I want you to realize when I don't remember seeing her disintegrate from Thanos' finger snap, right? And when they were looking at people who was considered still missing, she was still missing.
Yeah.
Without her disintegrating. So it was considered.
So was Lang.
Yeah, so it was considered where did she go? And I want you to understand, Suri with her mind frame, with all that knowledge she has, being hidden in a laboratory somewhere is a dangerous
Something's
thing.
gonna happen. Big.
Something's gonna happen. But I'm just leaving it right here.
But hiding nowhere. She still has Okoye.
No.
She ain't hiding nowhere.
Chura is right. Chura is right. Not saying anything, and it's 2 ways. Based on what Marvel gave us in the movie, right? She did get overhyped, and because what we saw, because we're. I want you to understand.
They're putting her as the smartest of Marvel.
Well, one of the smartest.
She needs to be at the title of one of
the smartest.
Let me defend it here, okay?
Yeah.
Tony Stark has a company,
right?
This girl ran technology for the entire country of Wakanda.
All right.
She is the technology person. It's not her and the team. It's her ideas, her putting all this stuff together and developing all this technology based off vibranium.
For the
one person.
Yes,
like the entire country.
That whole vibranium.
You gotta give her credit.
I'm not taking the credit away from her.
What was it? The train system. That's all her.
Yeah,
that's all her. The suit was hers.
The Black Panther suit is her technology.
The bee thing is her. Like everything that was in that movie.
Yeah, all right. No, guys, let's strain it a little bit. Let's strain it a little bit. It is her technology. She's the one who's working with the material. Mm-hmm. What would we think would have happened if Bruce or Tony would have had the same opportunity to mess with vibranium? Remember, Tony's not messing with vibranium, nor is Bruce Banner, right? So I want you to understand. So wait,
Tony's dad messed with it, but Captain America's shield is also made out.
It's made.
He didn't have an interest in that.
No, he didn't. But no.
At all. Because if you take a look at like all that type of stuff, Tony was more focused on energy sources than anything else.
Yes,
he was focused on energy sources and building his suit. They had a mountain of this metal.
But he doesn't know.
He wasn't. The smartest thing he could have done is literally break down that shield and figure out where that stuff came from. You got enough money. You're smart. You know that stuff is in Wakanda.
No, I mean, we're not going to say that.
Common knowledge. Vibranium came from Wakanda.
It came from there, but I want you to understand. Under the pretense of what Wakanda is under, Tony Stark would not find himself. Tony is not his dad. Tony's dad was a secret agent who was working for the government. That is not Tony Stark. Yeah. So based on the time frame. Yes, I understand what you're saying, but I want you to look at it. But within the time frame of we're learning about vibranium, Tony was learning about nanotechnology, right? Look at the time frame that you gave Tony with nanotechnology and what he's doing with it now. My conversation is, I'm not saying Shuri. I am one of the people who is credited for giving Shuri her smarts because I'm part of that conversation too. But all I'm trying to say is that if Tony Stark would have had the same opportunity to mess with the same material based on the knowledge, now we would have
used it as an energy source.
Wait, hold on, Dennis. Hold on, Dennis. I'm gonna say this based on all 4 of us career field here, right? Now, not to turn it to stents, we all work in businesses and factories where technology already exists. Now, before Shuri was the smartest person in Wakanda. Who was considered the smartest person in Wakanda before Shuri?
Who was considered the smartest person?
It was T'Challa. Because T'Challa made the first Black Panther suit and made a lot of those first technology. Shuri's argument is that she advanced upon that technology. So I want to say it like this. We're going to go with reverse engineering. Yeah. If I'm around a technology that already is created and exists, there's no reason for me not to learn what was already there so I can improve on it. Now, if Tony Stark and Bruce Banner would have came into Wakanda right now and learn about what vibranium can do and how they can manipulate the material based on the same facts Suri did. I'm not saying they wouldn't be as smart with it, but we do not know based on their geniusity what they will create.
I think you're missing the point because vibranium had nothing to do with Vision Stone. Like she was able to look at a problem and say, "Why did you guys do that?" That had nothing to do with vibranium.
That is right now.
That's just that's just thinking.
That was 5 minutes.
That means she's intelligent.
No, we're not saying that. Yeah, but Donovan, I'm gonna say it like this. Based on what I do now, before I was doing this, if you'd have put me around certain material, I would never even to tell you what the science of it is.
Yeah.
Now, because I know what the science of it is, I can look at it and identify what's going on. I'm gonna use a circuit board.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I look at boards all the time, and I look at engineers who designs these boards, and I'm like, this got to be an idiot who designed this board. Not to knock any of my engineers, right?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And then I've worked with another engineering group and watch how they design a board, and we're like, I can work with that. And I can say based on some of the materials that we're working with it, if the person was designing this board was thinking of me in this moment, he would want to make my job easier. That's how I'm looking at it. So I'm saying is that Suri being around a specific technology would somewhat put our bracket higher.
But you can't say that technology is the livelihood of their country.
Yes,
their whole country.
Yeah. So that's all she's been studying since she was born.
Okay,
but at the same time, you have to look at how Tony and her operate.
Yes.
Tony makes machines.
Yes.
She turned a metal into a fabric and fit it in a necklace.
Yes.
T'Challa made a suit that he had to physically put on.
Yes.
She made a necklace that absorbs kinetic energy and disperses it back at whatever target that you choose. On top of that, nullifies sound completely. He could jump from a building or whatever.
I got
the sneakers was
no
fresh.
Noise. The sneakers was fresh.
On top of that, the claws and everything like that, his suit is completely designed for him to be completely silent.
Yeah, but Dennis,
is the perfect suit.
No, but I can't. You cannot use Black Panther's suit as base of her knowledge.
I can because she was the first person.
No, you can't. You can't
like
say that. What I'm saying is that his suit she's using expanded on knowledge.
Okay,
so it's not saying she didn't create aspect of the suit. But the suit and the technology was already there. That was.
So let me jump in.
You're referring
to the vibranium fabric.
No, I'm correct? I mix my things.
Let me jump in, guys. Okay, I can easily debunk what you're saying, Sian, because if you say that a child that is into technology goes to MIT, which is a technological powerhouse school, right?
Yes.
And learns. And you have someone that didn't go to MIT. They might have went to some other school. I don't know. University of Miami. No knocks to University of Miami. But let's say they went to University of Miami.
Right.
And you put their engineering power head to head.
Right.
Yes, you can. You can say that the person that went to MIT trumps them. That's just how it is. Because you have to be able to absorb knowledge.
Yes.
To be able to function in that realm.
Yes.
It takes you understanding knowledge.
Yes.
Understanding technology and things of that nature. So we can't say that, just because Cherie was exposed to vibranium that she it's like saying, if I went to MIT, I would be smarter than
Dalvin, I'm not just
that's not necessarily
I'm like
true.
how you use the MIT thing. Yeah. All right. The MIT thing to the UM thing or to the university thing is a nice aspect. But this is my aspect of the MIT thing. At MIT, you're going to be around people who is on the same platform as you. This whole organization that you're a part of drives technology. Not everything in. We're going to use we're going to use another school. Not we're going to use another college out there in Tampa, what I don't even know about. All right, so we're going to FAU. Boom. Shout out to FAU.
There you go.
But I'm just saying this is that what Suri's been exposed to is not what Tony's been exposed to. The technology, the type of technology, not just Bruce, but the type of stuff that she's been around and has to play with, to tinker with, to mess with. She doesn't have that. He does not have it.
And that's fine.
But
we cannot take away from Suri.
We're not take away.
I think what he's saying is you're basically saying Tony made his stuff from scratch.
No, I'm not. No, that is true.
She had technology.
No, but what I'm saying is that if Tony would have had the same opportunities,
it doesn't matter. It does not make him smarter than her.
I'm not saying he's smarter.
And it doesn't make him more of a genius at all.
I just say that would be
what?
incredible.
At the end of the day, he did not have the opportunity.
No, he did not.
She did.
So
that's why she's the genius.
And on that basis, I do stand with Suri being one of the smartest.
She fit a suit and a necklace, dog.
No, Dennis, I believe you. I can't stress that enough. Dennis.
Tony's suit. Tony didn't have nanotechnology.
In a glove, bro. He has it in a glove, in the glasses.
He did do that.
Actually, he did do the glove thing.
But what I'm saying is that.
But it's an alien metal.
It is alien,
and they turned it into fabric.
I'm not saying.
And
Dennis,
she made 2 necklaces.
Dennis, I'm not saying she's not smart.
Yeah. He made alien technology, made to metal, whatever, right? Thanos got put down by 2 punches.
From who? Thanos? You saw he hit him with the glove, right?
I'm just saying.
He hit him with the glove.
We're putting with the glove. And also, Tony got hit by that too, but he got him. He made him bleed a little bit.
Yeah, so we were going to say Vibranium failed against Thanos and Nano won?
Just for that
Tony
one battle.
used every nanite he had to block those punches.
What?
The Hulk got put down by Thanos barehanded.
Matter
of fact, he had the glove with
We're not talking about Bruce.
Wait. See, I want to say this.
That's relevant though. He got put down by a combo, like a 5-piece with a biscuit. Like that's what put down the Hulk.
Well,
Tony kept standing up because he had to. He was already redlining.
Yeah, but I want to say this. Tony's fight with Thanos for me was very entertaining. How many times was Thanos like hitting Tony? He just kept regenerating parts, like.
Like Thanos got to the point where he just had to start tearing the nanites off. He's like, this is the only reason that you're eating all of these hits. But look at him in the Civil War movie when he had that suit and freaking Cap was putting hands on him. His suit started talking to him.
2 different suits.
See, that's 2 different suits, but we're still talking about technology, though. T'Challa's technology was still ahead of him at that point in time.
I get you.
His suit was like, yo.
Hold on. T'Challa was still putting on his helmet in that suit.
He was still putting on his helmet, but his suit was still better. But like you see, he's sitting right there. Friday came on. Friday was like, yo, like he's literally beating the brakes and rotors off of you right now. You got to stop getting hit. You're not going to win this fight. And he's like, download combat schematics or something like that. And he learned a whole new fighting style right there. And the suit took over in autopilot and he started putting hands on it.
Well, Dennis, I don't know.
And then he still
I'm going to say this. Based on what we just learned, Suri and Tony need to do a combination so we can get these people suit.
That would be nice.
I'm just saying.
But I am just saying. I'm a comic book Black Panther fan.
Yeah.
So I know way more than what MCU has produced.
Yes.
Right?
The suit in the comic book is way more.
Yeah. But we're talking about MCU. Only MCU. You got dropped. The whole kinetic stuff did not work on Thanos.
Yeah.
See, but he didn't get knocked unconscious though. He just got put down.
Where did you see him again?
When he got up and told Okoye she's not going to die here
because he was still on the ground.
Yeah, yo, everybody else he put hands on was still asleep.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody else, he was the only one that got up.
Listen, we are saying the same thing. Everyone ate Thanos' punch. Everyone just took it because there's no way else. That's the only thing being fed. That's it.
It's like, yo, you eat that.
You ain't doing nothing else. But I'm just giving Tony a little bit edge, just a little bit edge because that. He gave him a decent fight. He's going to lose. It was still a 60-40.
Combat aspect, yes. He pulled all the stops out. Like how Thanos said you did all of that for a drop of blood. But he did a lot in a span of 45 seconds. He literally went up, took that whole pillar, dropped it on top of him, made the shield, the sword, like all that other type of stuff. And then Thanos was like, all right, this is getting annoying. Yeah. You feel me? But like T'Challa, based off of how his suit works and stuff like that, I didn't think he was going to be doing much of anything anyway. Because he's
why?
I wasn't expecting anything.
Because like if you look at his arsenal compared to Tony's, his is a stealth suit that's designed to cut through stuff. And it absorbs kinetic energy. It absorbed the hit from Thanos. But when he hit the ground, it came out. That's how hard he got hit. It maxed out while he was in the air, and then he hit the ground, and it dispersed the energy.
I'm going to rewatch.
I want to say this.
Well, listen. I'm going to rewatch Infinity War, and I'm going to fast forward to the time that he got put down where the kinetic energy exploded. And then I want to see the time from that till we see him again crawling towards.
It's petty as hell.
He get back up.
It was like 5 minutes.
It was
like
the whole.
There's a lot happened because Thor and did his thing, killed him. Gave him a conversation. Next time, go for the head.
Hold on. Thor didn't go straight to him when he came down, though. That was the thing. Thor came down, started fighting Chichuri or whatever they were called.
Thanos wasn't there yet.
Thanos was he was already there.
No,
when Thor showed up,
when Thor showed up, he was already there.
The first time Thor showed up, Thanos wasn't there.
No, Thanos wasn't there.
He was killing all
he was killing mad people.
He was fighting Tony.
And then when Thanos showed up, he shouted out, Thanos!
Yeah.
Okay, so then it couldn't have been like 15 minutes. Because that whole situation happened real quick. He pressed Wanda like twice within the same span of 3
Yo,
minutes.
I'm gonna tell you something.
How long?
Yo, I'm gonna say this. Yo, Wanda's power that she gained from that Infinity Stone is superb. She was toe to toe, not even toe to toe. What she did enough close to Thanos.
She didn't even gain power from the stone though. That was her.
No, she gained power
her powers
from the stone. Her brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they came from the Tesseract.
Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
They got awakened through it.
Through the Tesseract.
It's awakened.
Were
had
they like miracle children or something like that?
Like that's
they're
how
dormant.
Develop X-Men because she is a mutant.
Yes.
Okay.
And a brother, but yeah.
But I'm just saying, her power was even Okoye was like, yo, why was she upstairs the whole time? Do you know how much work we could have got done if she was just standing down here?
See, if they would have took like 10 minutes out and been like, okay, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I bet you in the front.
Yeah.
You in the front. You in the front. You go do something. You in the like.
They could have left. What was Bird doing them again? Clarence.
Yeah. Anthony Mackie, dog. Yeah, he was a Falcon.
I know he was Falcon.
Sam Wilson, dog. Honestly, he's one of the people that I believe should have had a full suit. Because, like, giving him a jetpack, 2 guns, and a drone is...
Dennis, I'm going to keep it real.
My dude doesn't have any powers, dog.
Dennis, they could have left him to watch over Suri. Watching it.
That's true.
Yo, at least
it's like, yo, you stay here and just, if she needs something, you got it. It's like, oh, but I want to go out there and fight, bruh. Just,
nah, it's all right.
You already good because you're black. They're gonna accept you here.
I'm gonna let you know Dennis, what he did the whole time he was out there. Wanda came out and did it in 60 seconds. Yo, and more. Like, dog, your job. He was at the front line before they even broke through the thing, dog. Before they even broke through the shield.
See, but you got to look at it too. Black Widow was on the front line too, Dennis, she was putting in work. Dennis, no powers, dog.
If you compare both of them, dog, it's even a worse scenario. You're making him look bad. Dennis, you ain't helping Clarence at all, dog.
Oh, man.
You ain't helping Clarence at all, dog. Dog, Clarence got some real good parents. That's what
Clarence had a real good marriage, dog. But yo, he did his thing though. He did what he could with what he had. So I can't even be
Dennis,
mad.
I'm just saying, if look, you know what? For future, at least when you show up to the tryout, just please let him know you're garbage ahead of time. Do not show up to the tryout like you a superstar. Just look, I'm here willing to learn.
I wouldn't have even been mad at him if he walked up the shirt. It's like, yo, that cat suit, you got another one
for real, dog. Hey, yo, I would have been in there like, yo, for real, get vision. Let me make me a suit real quick, dog, so I can protect you, dog. Like, hold up,
just give me Killmonger's suit.
Yo, for real, I'll show 3D print that in like what 2 hours.
But Like, I know you got
she
more than
freaking-
chains
she
over
healed-
there, dog.
She healed a paraplegic spinal injury in less
Dennis,
than
I want you to
45
understand.
minutes.
I won't even want a Cuban chain. Give me the snake.
That's another thing. She healed a
you're
paraplegic spinal injury
You're helping her
in
case
less than an
now.
hour.
Yeah, Tony didn't do that.
Something that would have been months.
Yeah, but
was a
Trev,
day.
she still had technology to
Look
help
at
that.
Rhodey.
She understood
Rhodey's
technology.
still on
Yeah.
crutches.
That means
Rhodey is still on crutches. He still has the leg brace.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she is.
I'm just saying this. I know, no, Dennis, and you
I'm
are
just
right.
saying,
I would
are
say
we
this.
overhyping
War
her?
Machine. You
No,
see,
we are
if
not.
War Machine would have
We're
went to
actually underhyping
Wakanda, he would have been better. I think that's what should have been done in this movie. War Machine need to go find Suri so
he
she can
dead?
give, him his legs
he's
back.
upgraded.
Did he get snapped?
He got crushed like a can. It was like,
Oh yeah, like he grabbed him and tossed him.
like a soda
Dog.
can.
Yeah.
See, my dude gonna be straight. Watch, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you like it here?" He's like, "Yeah. Got your own suit, fam."
We'll get you a real suit.
Yo, for real. Watch him get the vibranium composite suit and go to put in work, dog.
Yo, if he does that, Tony would have been hot. Tony came down like, dog,
yo.
who upgraded you?
Yo, it don't even matter. The what was it when he got the suit? When he took the suit from Tony the first time, the military plus Hammer upgraded that one.
Yeah.
Then he went back to Tony on some I'm sorry stuff.
And then Tony
upgraded
Yeah.
that suit, but the suit still belonged to the U.S. military.
Yeah.
So like it was one of those things. But like
it's going to be a debate that we're going to have forever.
Yep.
I'm.
she's gonna fix his legs. Watch.
I
Oh,
hope
for
she
sure.
does. I hope she does
So I'm like,
everything.
what happened to you? It's like, oh yeah, Vision, this one right here shot me in the back, and my legs don't work. And then she'll just sit there, pull up that little iPad screen, like, that's all that's wrong. Lay down right quick.
I got you.
24
I can
hours.
walk again. I know.
I know. You know,
This is Wakanda.
it's a Wakanda, baby.
Welcome to Wakanda.
Yo, for real.
We gotta wrap up. We're gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
We'll be here forever.
Oh man.
Wakanda forever.
Hey, I say, based on we were talking about Wakanda and Infinity Wars, movie this year is gonna be exciting.
Yes.
More than anything
Captain
else.
Marvel's next.
Yeah, Miss Marvel. I mean,
That comes out in March, right?
yes, it comes out right before, so she can issue in the next part of Infinity Wars. But I would say this television wise, I'm excited. You know what? You heard me state earlier. I'm a big fan of dragons. For anybody else out there who like them dragons,
Yo, Game of Thrones, Power.
Nope.
Power's dead.
Sorry,
I'm
done.
calling it.
I'm off.
yeah.
It's done.
What else comes back? There was another show that we watched that's coming back.
Young Justice started already.
Young
What was that
Justice.
one show about Chicago? What's the name of that?
What was that? Snowden or something like that?
Snowfall.
No, it was the black kids in Chicago. It's a
Oh,
great
I know
show.
You're talking about. I
forgot the name of it
yet,
now.
but I know
That should be
I've been
coming
hearing
back.
People talk about that show.
There's another show that's coming back in April.
There's a lot of stuff coming.
It's Game of Thrones.
I know you
and
ain't talking about
something else
Empire.
That's coming. Absolutely not.
Please, no, thank you.
Cookie.
Absolutely not.
I mean, and I don't have anything against Empire. Empire is a wonderful movie
Yeah,
for people
it's
who like
Just
to like.
not for me.
It's just not for me.
Yeah.
guys. It's not. Look, I like chocolate chip, just not any regular cookies. So that's just how I'm gonna leave that one.
That's Fox. Never mind. Anyways,
That show had a new CEO every like 10 minutes.
Guys, while we're day here and we get into the meat and the nitty gritty of the day, I want to give a shout out to an artist that I've been listening to. I want to make sure I bring this up. A young lady, but listen to her sing for years, sing at the Christmas parties, wherever there's a piano or an instrument. She's always, I can say, find herself doing some music, and she's taking her music very, very, very seriously. And I want to give a shout out for that. She dropped some stuff that I like. She played me some music during the Christmas season that blew my mind. It's not cleared, so I can't play it for you guys. Trevor, you heard it. You heard the track.
I did.
The track is fire. It's called Bags. I can't wait for it to come out. Her name is Blue. If anybody wants to look her up, it's actually Blue, but it's spelled with numbers and letters. So it's like
3, 1.
well, it's like 6L something. You know, I want to make sure I give it a proper shout. Hold on, let me find this thing. Da 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 da. I'm gonna go on my Instagram. Anybody? All right. Hold on. So I'm gonna spell it right. Okay, so it's blue, but it's spelled 6L3U. I mean, look her up. She's on SoundCloud. Same thing, 6L3U.
Okay.
You know, she got her own stuff on SoundCloud. Got some music out there. We had to pull some of her things down because she's going to be dropping an LP, a whole album. So we want to make sure that some of the work that we could use or not that was out there, can get even done better, get redone, so she can be able to utilize it. So she only has, I think, like 1 or 2 songs that's up on SoundCloud as of right now. Go check her out on Instagram. Her Instagram is public, so she ain't hiding. And it's Blue Remnant. If I said Blue Dreaming,
We'll have to get her for an interview one time.
no, we will get her for an interview. It's just to iron out when we want to do it, regardless if we want to do like a Skype or wait till she's down this side of the world. But she's very willing and open. She was actually asking me to come on today, but based on the fact that I didn't discuss it ahead of time, I told her I would revisit the conversation, and she also works. So I just want to make sure that we are all on the same page when we do get her on, because when she does come on, she's gonna be singing. And Blue, when you hear me, please, when you get on here, you're gonna be singing.
Yeah, you gotta show out.
Yeah, you're gonna be showing out. So we're looking forward to you. I want to make sure I give you a shout out. I will be dropping a link, and I'm gonna ask Don on the one pot website. I'm gonna shoot you a link to one of her tracks.
Okay.
So we can tag it, just anybody could see or hear what we're talking about, and it's gonna be a direct link. I'll make sure I get that to you right after we're finished.
Straight.
So we can have that in the end. And Trevor, am I good for the wrap up, right?
Yeah.
So I want to make sure I leave with a positive thought for the year. One of the most important things Trevor said is moving silence. And for a positive thought, it's a new year. It's a new style, new thing. Yo, whatever you're doing, do it hard, do it in silence, and don't ever stop. One Podcast. We out.
Deuces.
Peace.